If you really want to control your future, you have to start controlling your now.
If you're out there right now listening, I bet you've been on Instagram every day for the last 3 months. Why can't you do that with your own journal?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another very special, as always, episode of Next Level University, where we show you how to level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. We hope you enjoyed our latest episode where we sat down with the beautiful Gina Swire. Today, for episode number 477, we are going to talk and tell you why you should stop skipping the important shit.
Wow, strong pauses on that. Appreciate that.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
So why are we doing this episode? To provide some context, I remember, and again, I want you all to be reminded, this is not about Kevin and I. We're going to use ourselves as an example, but I want you to think about you in your life. I remember when COVID happened, I was so upset that the gyms closed. And I remember I was trying to buy those weights. I think it's something from 52. They go from 0 to 52 pounds. Those dumbbells, the Bowflex ones, they were like $1,600 because suddenly everyone needed them. Right. And so I didn't end up buying them because it wasn't a good investment, and I just didn't work out consistently for such a long time. Brutal. I was doing literally chin-ups in my closet with the chin-up bar. Frustrating. Now, we talked about identity on the last episode. My identity is that I'm a bodybuilder. When you don't have the tools to follow through with your own identity, it causes pain. When the gyms came back, I said, you know what? I'm going to exercise every day for the rest of my life, okay? If I'm physically capable. Now, does that mean I'm doing a 3-hour workout every day? No. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I didn't go to the gym. I walked for 25 minutes while listening to the Y Power podcast, my girlfriend's podcast. Now, anyone can exercise every day if they're physically capable, if they want to. Anyone can do that. How many people actually will do that? And the only difference between me doing it every day for the rest of my life and someone out there who says every New Year's that they're going to exercise is that I don't let myself off the hook. It has become a non-negotiable. Part of the reason it's a non-negotiable is because I've told everybody that I'm going to exercise every day for the rest of my life, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. But that's what this episode is. What are your non-negotiables, and where are you negotiating with things that should be?
I'm going to be a little bit more hardcore just because I get fired up about this. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people create many non-negotiables.
I know.
Really. Because I don't know that they necessarily have the why power behind it. What is the pain of me saying I'm going to do something and not doing it if I haven't decided why it's a non-negotiable in the first place?
Right.
So my main purpose, my intention, when Alan said, what is your intention, is for you to understand that you're never going to get 100% of the results with 50% of the effort. You're not even going to get 100% of the results with 100% of the effort.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. Right? It doesn't work that way. So
Especially at first.
You have to figure out, like, what in my life is the most important thing? If I had to break it down to one thing in health, wealth, and love, one thing, like, what is the bare minimum? One thing. Maybe it's walk for 20 minutes or make sure I have my water bottle on me. Right? Maybe for wealth, it's Alan's are just for his.
I'm looking for mine.
Maybe for wealth, it's tracking your finances. If you run a business, it's getting clients, most likely. If you're a solopreneur and you're working by yourself, it's getting clients. So you should be prospecting every day, building relationships. When it comes to love, maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's gratitudes about yourself or affirmations or gratitudes about your loved ones. Okay? Those should be non-negotiables.
Right.
Non-negotiables. You have 20 minutes a day. You do.
What are your non-negotiables?
I have 16 of them. Genuinely.
I mean the ones that... That was actually really funny. If you're not on YouTube, Kevin's
you
face.
You should be.
Kevin's face.
So my non-negotiables...
I mean the ones that, like, okay, in the last 3 months, you've not missed one day. These are the real non-negotiables.
So I would say learning. For sure. I definitely have not missed a day of learning.
Specific?
40 hours, 40 minutes minimum of listening to an audiobook. Gratitudes with Aaron.
Yep.
For sure. Making sure that the members of the podcast team, so the Pod Strong team, which is switching to Next Level Podcast Solutions, making sure that they're both all set. Mm-hmm. Now that is on my checklist. Make sure Ron and Aaron are both all set with content to make sure everything's flowing. Finances, tracking finances. Mm-hmm. Journaling, I think I've missed one day. I missed yesterday.
Okay.
I think it was yesterday. Though, those are pretty much the exercise. But I take a day off every now and again. Right. Realistically. Right. Tracking the podcast numbers. I do very rarely miss that. And again, look at the importance of these things.
Why don't you miss? That's the thing, because anybody could do all those things.
Because my relationship is the most important thing to me. I want to make sure that Taryn and I are on good ground. We're consistent with that, right? Tracking the podcast numbers, I want to know what's happening. I want to know what titles are doing what. I want to know what guest appearances are helping us, what might not be a good use of our time, what might be a better use of our time. Tracking finances, obviously, making sure that I'm growing in the right way, making sure Ron and Aaron are taken care of, because that they help me with the client stuff.
Making sure Alan's taken care of.
Like, I do have to
it needs to be a non-negotiable.
Yeah. But so you have to look health, wealth, and love.
Yeah.
I just gave you the most important things to me in health, wealth, and love. You're going to miss at the beginning. That's okay. It's okay to miss at the beginning. But it's about creating some sort of resistance when you miss. Like, just understand, when you miss, you're getting further away from your goals. And you're capable of this. You're capable of this, for sure. If you just decide 3 things that I'm going to do every day. Water bottle. Put it next to your bed, put it next to your door, put it next to your keys, put it on top of your phone. You won't forget it. You won't forget it. Tracking your finances. Don't allow yourself to do something until you track your finances.
Right.
I don't get to leave the house for work until I track my finances. Boom. Gratitude's at night. I don't get to go to bed until I tell my girlfriend, boyfriend, myself what I'm grateful for. Right. Imagine how different your life would look if you just did those 3 things.
Yeah.
Those can be your first non-negotiables. They don't have to be 16 things.
Yeah.
They don't have to be that. I leveled up to that.
It's fire.
That took the whole time. This was a great episode for me.
If you're out there right now listening, I bet you've been on Instagram every day for the last 3 months. Why can't you do that with your own journal?
Yeah.
Why can't you do that with your intimate partner? Why can't you do that? You don't have 20 minutes for you for the exercise?
Right.
For the longest time, foam rolling was a must, and it slipped through the cracks. I think the key is not to never fall off, it's to get back on quickly. Like right now, you talked about yoga, how that's going to become a non-negotiable because you just hurt your back this past weekend. Figure out what your non-negotiables are. My purpose prayer, 6 years. Morning mindset workout with Ode to Excellence at the beginning, 6 years, not a single miss. I have certain non-negotiables, and they're adapting and they're evolving. Certain ones are not. Certain ones are not changing, and they never will. For a long time, my reverse engineering regret journal was a non-negotiable for like 6 months. I never missed a day. And I realized the questions were not framed in the positive. Now I have to make that new journaling habit a must again. Where are you negotiating a non-negotiable? Where should you have a non-negotiable? And you don't have to want to do it. Like tracking the podcast numbers every day. That's not fun necessarily.
No.
You just force yourself to do it because it's a must for you.
And when you see the results, again, going back to our episode we did on Friday on identity, last Friday, that's my identity. I'm the guy who does the extra yoga, who does the extra foam rolling. I'm the guy who is in charge of tracking the podcast numbers. Right. That's my identity here. So I want to stay consistent with who I say I am. And also, this is another thing. We have extra Y power because we talk about it here. But when I'm on other shows, they always ask about habits.
Right.
I want to be able to rattle off, this is what I do, and this is what you guys can do too. Imagine how amazing your life would be if you took control of these things.
Oh my God.
And you stopped making excuses like, oh, I didn't feel like going to the gym today. I understand that very much. I do. And I empathize if you're at a job you don't like, and you get home and you just want to seek comfort. But you'll be happy that you went. If you're miserable, you're going to be happier that you went because you're going to feel good after. Yep. Sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy for Alan and myself. I'm sure it's not easy for you, right? But you have to do it long enough to see where the benefit comes in. And then you understand, you know what? I like doing it more than I did at the beginning because now I see the result. Oh, we had X amount of listens. Wow, that was a really good day. Oh, today was down a little bit. Maybe was it the title? Was it this? Right? If you really want to control your future, you have to start controlling your now.
Right.
That's my 10-second blip.
If you want to be a doctor, you're going to have to do very different things than if you want to be a professional athlete. Everyone has their own non-negotiables. Don't take ours. There are certain fundamentals, right? Like journaling is probably one that should be on there. Yeah. Getting 8 hours of sleep, drinking your water, that kind of stuff. But customize it. Customize it to your goals, your dreams. And the last thing I'll say here, you've heard me say it many times, but it's one of the most important quotes I could possibly say. If you had a friend who broke as many promises to you as you've broken to yourself, how much would you value that friendship? When you create a non-negotiable and follow through, you feel good about you. It's a vote for self-esteem. It's a vote for the person you aspire to be. And every time you let yourself down, every single time, you lose self-esteem, and that's not a winning game.
It's not a winning game. A winning game is this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are giving away 5 $50 Amazon gift cards. Obviously, a lot of things are going on with COVID. Holidays are coming up, so we want to give back to you guys. So we're giving away 5 $50 Amazon gift cards. All you have to do to be entered into this is go to Next Level University on the Apple Podcast app. Leave us a review or a rating. Take a picture of it. Send it to myself, Alan, Amy, Tiff, or Natalie, just so we know who you are. And at the end of the month, at the end of November, we're going to choose 5 people randomly. We'll literally send those cards to you in the mail, or I don't know if you can do it virtually. But we're going to pick 5 people at random. We want to help you guys because you help us.
The holidays are coming up. Buy something special for somebody, and we want to give back. Also, every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a Next Level Mastermind that has so many next level people.
Yes.
So this upcoming Tuesday, there will be a podcast episode dropping on the 10 questions to ask yourself if you want to have a next level life.
Do we know which one's coming tonight?
Yeah.
For them? Let me check.
So the one coming tonight is going to be Eddie P.
Is that EP?
Yeah, so Eddie Pinero of Your World Within Live is going to be coming on talking about how to go all in on your dreams. Please bring questions. It's going to be absolute fire. So, if you want an incredible future, it's going to be the people you meet, the books you read, the things you learn. Getting around a next level team is the best thing, the best piece of advice Kevin and I can ever give you, and that's what this community is about. And as a matter of fact, we now have Amy really facilitating far more growth in Next Level Nation as well. So please go join us there. She's been posting every single day, and she's a huge testament to what's possible
for sure
when you get around a next level team.
Also, we have the website that is getting rebuilt, so it is going to be nextleveluniverse.com because we want to encapsulate everything that is next level. So we're going to have our courses there that we're going to be working on soon. Eventually, we're going to have a full online campus. That is in the works as well, but that's down the road a little bit. So that will be up as well. And I was also going to say something else. Oh, on the masterminds, you guys can ask us questions. At any time, you can interrupt what we're saying and ask us a question about what we're talking about. You can bring questions about anything, and we will answer them because it's another opportunity for us to connect with you. And instead of through these microphones, we can actually see you one-on-one.
Can't wait.
You dig it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next one.
Talk to you soon.